Okay, they were only talking over Craig introducing himself, which no
It's
one
fine,
cares
it's fine,
about.
it's fine. We'll just start again.
Mr.
Hi
McSpoil
everybody, and
Pants.
welcome to episode 4 of the Pokemon Olympia
Oh, I
podcast.
remember this is episode 4 now.
Episode 4, aye. The first time, this is not at all a second attempt.
No, it isn't.
Shut up.
Time for Pokemon!
So anyway, to my left is the inevitably hairy Ewan.
Hello, everyone, and to my left, is this my left? Yes, it is. It's Miles.
A left. Oh, here he comes sneaking in there.
And to my left is Mr. Spoiler Pants Craig.
I didn't actually spoil anything.
It's the soiled pants, more like.
I kind of suggested stuff, but never spoiled anything.
Right,
That's how I like to hear it.
To my
Tell suggest
left
things.
is Josh.
Josh, and to
Your
Josh's,
best friend. That guy.
Yeah, he was.
and to Josh's left is a big pillar.
A big white pillar.
Yeah. Rectangular
And then
thing.
hovering menacingly in the background is Reese, always nattering away to himself. So this week we're well, it's a bit of I wouldn't say somber, but this is the last podcast we're going to make before Gen 7 comes out. And although technically before any you fucktards on the net are all, oh but Robot, it doesn't come out until the 23rd, which is actually next Wednesday. Fuck you guys, it comes out on the 18th everywhere but here,
Yeah,
so
And
it's
we're
out, you
probably
little
going to get
shits.
spoiled by it.
Probably.
Probably
I've already
everywhere.
seen all the Pokemon in the game and all the stats and what's inside their buttholes. It's amazing.
It's
I
probably
am
not
3
as
different
bad.
Ultra Beasts already. I've already seen it, seen all the stats, got happy, got sad at things, got happy again. There was a whole 2-day period when I was worried that I wouldn't be able to quickly EV train things. I can't, but it's a little better, so it's fine. I've reconciled it, so we're okay. But that's stuff.
No more hordes, then, eh?
Yeah, well, definitely no more herds. But that's spoilers, so I can't tell you.
Oh, that's fine.
Aye.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about everything we loved about the Gen 6, because Gen 6 was sweet, and everybody loved it, and everybody got back into Pokemon with it. Apart from Craig and Josh, who were born 3 days before it came out. So they've literally grown up with Generation 6. Tell us, what was it like to grow up with 15 different forms of Vermilion?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it, it was great, yeah?
Yeah, that
Right,
was it.
who wants to tell me something cool about fucking Gen 6 then? Craig Josh put up his hand.
Fairies and the team actually had a better goal than just, they wanted to kill the whole world, because,
Yeah, you mean the bad guys?
yeah.
Yeah, because they were like, I'm going to get this super weapon that's powered by all the Pokemon around me and shoot a thing.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty hazy because it was 2 years ago for me.
Either a tree or an egg.
Aye.
These things
And then there was
will
some
destroy the
ancient
world.
old guy who built the cannon and he really wanted to fuck his Florgus, but he was like, I want to put my penis in you. It's like, no, you built a cannon to kill all my people. Your cock's going near my flower.
But then again,
And it flew away. It just floated off.
he was about 8'9" or whatever.
He
so
was,
you
right,
can
it was
mess with him.
He was
dangerously
a
large.
big boy. He was a
Dangerously
really big
large.
boy.
His clothes weren't fitting him, so
He was some random king called Az, because that's where he liked to put his schlong.
Azov.
Az. So yeah, fond memories of the story from it. I say that, I'm
fond
joking.
memories of rape.
But Gen 6 actually always felt was a more mature story. It covered things like war and actual genocidal threats and things.
Death and rebirth.
Now, to be fair, watching the recent generation videos has actually reminded me how terrifying the earlier stories were. Like Team Galactic are like, I just want to destroy the galaxy. Go
Build
time
a
and
new
space
one.
as a new one. I'm like, well, fuck alright, shit. And then we've got honestly, Gen 1 and Gen 2, the most dangerous thing is Giovanni wants to nick a bunch of Pokemon.
Well,
and
I
then
mean,
in Gen 2,
I did
they
get-
try to find Giovanni.
Yeah.
And that's really that's it, nobody gives a fuck. Gen 3 comes along, we want to drown everybody! Or burn them all! Drown or burn! It's your choice, guys.
It's
Which
like,
one
you
do
know,
you want to do?
it was an unusual one, but they were just mad geologists for a while. Like, we need more water, more land, more water. And then, can you not just
crazy
maybe get on with
Minecraft
each other, you know? When then
Some
this kind of
balance. Well, that's
massive green
that's
noodle
the
comes
joy.
down from outer
Pokemon
space.
bring you together through the not having any first or second generation Pokemon in your game, making you creep.
And then, with Sinnoh, it's kind of like, let's make a new world. In fact, let's just kill everybody. It's like, do you really know what you're doing, Cyrus? No, not really. Here I am in a world where the water goes up.
Yes.
Gen 5 is all about Peter, making fun of Peter or something.
Pretty much it ends like, oh man, fighting Pokemon's really bad. I ask my Pokemon to batter each other, and they're like, we'll do it for you, N, because you can talk to us. Unlike every other person who talks to Pokemon.
And then Black and
everywhere.
White 2 happened at the end, suddenly, your friend again or something.
Ends like, I've gone on a journey, I've let all my Pokemon go. If you find a Pokemon that says N's Lieber, it used to belong to me, it's like,
Aye.
great. But it never really belonged to me because they were all my friends and we got on, and I'm pretty sure, did he not have a what's it, a Darumaka? I'm sure I remember
Yeah.
seeing him with a Darumaka just randomly in promo shots. And then there was a giant church for a while. I think came out of nowhere. Like, look at what we can do on a DS. And there was like a fucking castle or some shit.
Yeah, he
3D
left
polygons
us
going up.
and
Aye.
left
That
a
was pretty much
Sigilith because I caught it. So if you're listening in, the Sigilith is fine. It's on my Hail team right now.
It's not fine. No, I've
It
seen
is
how you
fine.
treat your teams.
Oh, I've not done mean to at all. I
You've
mean,
got 100 teams.
I know.
You can't even be like even you can't spread your love that
I
even.
know it's a bit difficult, but with them kind
Maybe
of box
Finland
islands in Sun and Moon, they'll all be fine. They'll be put to work in the mines.
Like having fun and collecting berries and being the only way to EV train in some situations. Yeah.
Hooray, that's gonna take
Sound a
forever.
bit salty there, Robert.
Well, I read a calculation that said that even at the max level, you can EV one full stat in about 43 hours. Because there's like, what happened is people thought the only way to EV train in the game, seriously, would be to put them into this wee daycare type thing.
Yeah.
And it's 30-minute blocks and it puts you up by like so much points every 30 minutes. But in order for it to work fully, you're looking at 8 hours. But you can only book in a total of 9. Anyway, it's borky because you can just keep battling, like chain battling stuff and the other mechanics. I won't bore you with because we're talking about Gen 6 and how
Oh
good
yes,
that was!
yes, Gen 6.
Because they had war and threatening to kill all the Pokemon.
And a keyring that killed dragons.
And the key ring that killed dragons, that's right. Clef key, ladies and gentlemen. Fairy type in general was quite a shock for everybody. We're like, oh, what is this going to do? They're so cute and fluffy. And we've killed all the dragons!
Aye.
They're immune to dragons.
And the fighting types, everything that was mean was just
Yeah.
Turn
fighting
it all
types.
out.
You're trying to hurt me.
Beast.
It was
Before Ultra Beasts, actually.
Yeah.
The first Ultra Beasts mobile.
fucking
yeah.
Mega Mobile was terrifying. Mega Evolutions, that was a great new thing.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was a
like,
good mechanic.
Mega Blastoise, I can't wait to use that and everything. Haven't used it after that 2 times I did because it just didn't gel. But it looked boss. I had like fucking 3
Totally.
cannons. The Mega Evolution was a fantastic mechanic. One of their ways to try and improve and shake up a battle system that it kind of got, to be honest, a little stagnant in Gen 4 and 5.
Definitely.
They
Yeah.
shot themselves in the foot with certain questionable choices. I'm looking at you, fucking genies. But
Yeah, totally.
the Gen 6 they decided to be like, no, what was it? Kalos decks only. You can only run with these weird things.
Yeah.
And then a cute wee shitty ass fucking evolution just wandered up with his wee bows and his wee thing and went, by the way, Hyper Voice kills everything. And then proceeded to destroy the meta along with
know.
Kangaskhan and his Baron.
Which is probably why now there's the heavy nerfs, but that was a big thing. Prior to this, I think Priority existed to clean things up, and it existed to get the first hit in, and that's why these moves weren't powerful. But then Talonflame kind of showed up. The Brave Bird Kangaskhan had like this really badass fake out on its hands, all 4 of its hands, because it had a baby with it as well, which meant that there was just this strong priority game where it was like, Swords Dance, you've not taken out Talonflame, Brave Bird, I win. Brave Bird, I win. Brave Bird, I win. And you're kind of like, this thing doesn't have great attack, but now it does, well, not so much Choice Band, but it's Life Orb. I mean, if you don't even need to Swords Dance if it was going to be just Choice Banded, Choice Band, Brave Bird, everything. And that was the win condition, and it meant that, this is going to sound really salty, but it's true, is that even skilled players and really inexperienced players could just pick up total, like, a complete sweep across the board because of how overpowered it was. And it was even the same with Kangaskhan, because if it was fake out, right, you think, okay, in the next turn I can outspeed it, I've hit it. No, you won't, because there's a sucker punch. Bye. Next one, I'm already building up a return. Boom, bulking after surviving another attack, return. Your team's gone on battle spot. And that was it. It was a pain in the balls. So that was.
But yeah, the
that's
good
what
things about
was.
Gen 6.
Well, that was a bad thing, but it was a good thing as well, because Priority itself appeared in many different forms. Gen 6, for example, Huntail, which I've been using recently, got Sucker Punch in its moveset. It didn't have to go and learn it in Gen 4.
Like in a box of cereal.
It did actually, yeah. No. It got, for ORAS, for some reason, it was given Sucker Punch, which is interesting because a lot more things got access to Priority.
Oh yeah, that's a
Stuff
big
like
point
that.
actually. When I say Gen 6, I was kind of focusing mostly on Kalos, but we did get a remake of Ruby and Sapphire
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Which is
And with the move tutors, we got loads of new moves and everything.
Yeah, and
Well, that's it,
they were in Gen 5 and they were also like TMs in Gen 4, some of them.
Yep.
And they were also available in Gen 4, so a lot of the things that you maybe, if you brought them over, you were fine, but you couldn't really use them in like any like battle spot rated. But you could still have things from the past in your team, but a lot of the time it was like, how should I run this? What can I do? I don't want to get rid of these moves that haven't reappeared. And then it was a case of, oh wait, now we've got move tutors. Now a lot of things are getting updated move sets. So it was quite good that, for example, Huntail's got priority now. I just realised this at this point in the game, but when I was putting a set together and I thought, wow, Shell Smash, it's got the defences to survive a hit, and then it can, but anything that could outspeed it, because priority was so strong in Gen 6, and then think, actually no, you can't, because here's a sucker punch, you know. So that's beneficial for Huntail at least, but a lot of things did get stuff added to their moveset, and if you think of it like Chestnut with Drain Punch, I know that was a Gen 6 thing, but that was like a mingling of Gen 6, Gen 4 and Gen 3, Gen 3 game, Gen 4 move, Gen 6 Pokemon, and it started to make the game was just balanced. That's, I think, that was the benefit of it, and the story was really good. It was a bit short, but they kind of
made up with the Delta episode though, which was brand new.
Delta was fucking good.
And they made up
really
with by having the Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby together and X and Y. You kind of got a good bulk of stuff to do in Gen 6. It was over a bit quickly, but then I think that's maybe what's being combated with the.
So what about you guys,
7th gen?
Craig and Josh? I mean, you are, as the youngest members of our Pokemon podcast, how do you find the X and Y games and ORAS? I mean, I probably
unless like where I got more competitive, so that was good. Well, the tutors and
there was a lot more scope for working on Pokemon, and arguably breeding was a little more difficult because you didn't just have a fucking big circle and restaurant in the wild to go to. But
well, you still had the battle resort.
That's true. It was a big square. It was just less boring than a circle. You couldn't just leave your phone lying in it, and other fantastic hacks.
Every now and again, you walk into a Diggersby.
Random Diggersby.
Staring down a Diggersby.
And also in X and Y we got the kind of easier super training for EVs.
Yeah.
We got what else?
They improved. The horde battles got improved a bit so that you could EV training.
It was first 3D game, I think.
You know, the other thing as well is that.
You're right. Well, Gen 3 was it originally.
A good mix of like, it wasn't like the 5th gen games where you were just stuck to the 5th gen Pokemon. In Gen 6, I'm not going to take ages for
No, it's just because we started late, so
cool.
I'm worried we're holding up all the guys who playing Street Fighter.
Oh, good point. I'll try and.
Speaking of which, is that working?
But my point being is
it still fuzzy?
Still snoring, man.
There was a really varied amount of things you could catch, really varied teams you could have, and you weren't just stuck to the Kalos deck, not the Kalos decks, the Kalos Pokemon. So you're pretty good to go. For example, I had like a Simisear and Fracture and things like that on my team, which was good. There was a real varied amount of things. I mean, they were all 5th gen, but then I was able to get like Bagon and stuff like that, and it was really good to have all these varied things around the map to go and catch and see, as well as new things. So.
And we also got with ORAS Mega Sableye, which was like really powerful with hammering and everything.
Yeah.
All the extra Mega Evolutions that came in ORAS were just
that was good. It was almost like a knock to making things kind of competitively viable as well, but not just that, just something they'd all deserved that were kind of cool.
Well, X and Y, I think, was the first games that me and Josh started to come down and play at min-max.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and the first Pokemon game I played was Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
And then I didn't buy Black and White for like until I completed X and Y, because after that it got to the point where really nobody was playing Pokemon. Like, the only other person I knew that was playing Pokemon was Josh, but he wasn't really playing it.
It's because he's a wee shitlord.
Wait, was this before I got into competitive and got better than you?
This is before you knew what like super effective and that meant.
Oh,
so
right.
and then X and Y, I seen the trailers and just wanted to get it, and then we came down the min-max.
With your little friend.
Who's
Matt,
Spain now? Matt, if you're watching this, come back. We miss you.
I doubt he's watching.
Matt.
Who's Matt?
He
The
went
guy that
to
used to come down with them.
The tall person used to come down here.
When they came here, it was like a faction of young kids.
I don't remember Matt. Sorry, whoever you are, Matt. I just don't remember you.
I remember him because I think I just inadvertently traded a Spearow to him from the other side of the min-max.
I thought you remembered them because you had an oft-repeated story about him, like that time you beat Stuart Lapras.
Oh God! If you're listening, Stuart Johnson, I hate you. I'm like, that's fine. I hate you as well. Yeah. I hate
Probably
you for,
does.
I hate you for other reasons, Stu. Not just your Lapras.
Anyway, shit your Lapras aside.
You and
Look,
your laughing.
Andrew, so what he's going to do in Mega Evolution isn't in the game now?
Well,
So-
laugh rats.
Nothing, because it's in the game.
before we
so-
get lost in insulting people that are here, I foolishly asked the guys in the Pokemon groups that I frequent to give me what they thought was cool about Gen 6. And some troll called Ewan's like, the introduction of fairy types and the priority power game. What a shitlord. Talking out his arse.
He sounds sexy.
Andrew Syme said he might pop down, but
Oh, brilliant.
as he's not here,
Is he going to appear in Gen 6 maybe?
no, he's barely made it to Gen 7, the little conk. Craig Brewster says, I've got notes about the new trailer. That's right, Craig, we'll cover
Yes,
those
he
later.
does.
Dean Latimer says, one thing that bugged me about Gen 6 was the fact that Doug Trio was bald. Dean Latimer, you can suck on my bobby. Kaz, on the other hand, brought some surprisingly useful information. It was like, Gen 6 was the death of the sprite. It was the first time we went with full 3D effects. Everything was all sexy, and you could actually put it in 3D if you were crazy. But no me, because I get motion sickness. There's no fucking running about with that.
Oh no.
Miles then says what Kaz says. Great input, Miles. And then he says it essentially made Pokemon Stadium's games irrelevant. To which I replied, not Coliseum, no, that shit was boss.
That's very true.
So when we go over to people who actually care about Pokemon, Lauren Veach told us her favourite Gen 6 Pokemon was definitely Pavilion. Particularly the pattern is her favourite pattern is the Monsoon. Holy shit, Monsoon one. Sorry that I killed that.
Look, there's Dave Clark beside the message.
He's popping up to let me know that unfortunately he can't take pictures for my tournament on
that
Saturday.
sucks.
That's okay though, because I knew he had other plans and I should have asked previously. Anyway, so Lauren Veach says that she loved the best feature that she liked was being able to customise your trainer, which is back in 7, and playing around with all the new touchscreen stuff, like being able to feed your like Pokemon and all that shit. Howard Battles was also soon because you could just kick the shit out of like 5 wee Pokemon at once, just like battering a school of toddlers. You could just run in and buff them all at once. Because Lauren Veach is known for attacking like shoals of kids. Yeah, it's one of her off-collected things.
Lauren sounds crazy.
She also was happy to finally complete her Pavilion collection, which sounds like nothing, but it's actually a fucking pain in the arse. So big props to Lauren for that, and I hope you actually listen to this because I'm being nice. And also, I end by saying thanks, Lauren. These are great. I'll add them to the list. I didn't make a list. I read all that straight from Facebook.
Well done, Robert.
I'm good at reading things that I write.
Congratulations.
So, before we start waxing lyrical about more things about Gen 6, and then I spoil everything about Gen 7 for Miles, Craig's going to tell us about the new trailer and about stuff I already knew about because I watched the leaks.
By trailer, I mean the Ultra Beasts.
Ah, yes, he's got all the Ultra Beast knowledge, which is also full of spoilers, which is great.
Yeah.
Spoilers everywhere, guys. I have to say spoilers, like legally, I think. In case one of the silent people in the background was like, stop spoiling the game for me. Anyway, true that. Go and try and fix my PS4, guys, because it's doing that thing where it won't show a picture. I think it needs to reset and just go through it, but it's been a cop. Try changing the HDMI. Anyway, Craig, enough of me giving tech support. Tell us what's happening in the world of Ultra Beasts.
Well, Ultra Beasts, it's on the website I was on. It said they've like travelled from another dimension. He said spoiler alert.
I did.
No, he did.
We've covered the spoilers.
What was I saying earlier though,
So you could
Josh?
have
They said
left.
they look like they're from another dimension.
knew that.
And I didn't know that.
You know, I heard that they'll take your brain to another dimension.
Oh, really?
You have to pay close attention.
Okay.
So yeah, Ultra Beasts are possibly from another dimension. Possibly they may have digiversed their way into here. I don't know, just speculating, but they may have digivolved. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man.
That is actually just made up, by the way. They're not actually Digimon. That would be hilarious. And they don't have anywhere near enough guns. Although the Prism one is just running around. I can't remember his name. Like,
Prism one,
yeah, that's not technical.
Necrozima.
What?
Necrozima.
Yeah, the
or
big,
something.
the big.
Yeah,
black thing.
Necrozima.
That's not
It's
actually an Ultra Beast.
no,
is
it's not. It's like a weird legendary. It's 15 triangles glued together with a growling
really,
face.
really aggressive Toblerone.
Why have you halved me, Brexit? That would explain its hidden its ability.
I am
that
very
reduces
aggressive
attack.
Swiss chocolate.
But anyway, we're still dancing around these Ultra Beasts. Tell me about
Shaggy
Bugswole.
sweetie.
That big buff one that I went. It's another say. Go to page 2, Robert. You're fucking up my thing.
Buzzwole was a bug fighting, which I didn't. I thought it was gonna be a bug, like a bug fire.
It has like a big spine, like a bug, but it's also buff. Like it has 115 individual muscles that it uses to flex the other muscles.
Like a centaur. Like,
I was originally excited because I thought they were going to be like JoJo Stan type characters, like the all the people that are, because they're all namesakes. You fucking dick stroking me like shit, I'll fight you outside and then I'll fight you inside. To be threatening Chef again. But anyway, so the Ultra Beasts, I originally kind of thought the inspiration was from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because I think everything's inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so it's fine. Even the hair I've got under my hat is inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
is it going to come to life? Oh.
Shut up. I see, I'm pleading the fifth.
Actually, it's like you're not sure if it's hair or a hat.
But that one, is that one of the ones that's got the Beast mode or a Beast Boost ability?
Ah, they've all got Beast Boost.
Yeah, they've all got Beast Boost.
Yeah, Beast Boost is a broken ass ability. Tell us more about it.
Oh,
It's kind of
You're
like.
getting there.
Calm down, Craig.
Come on,
Getting there.
Craig.
What one page?
All of them, they all have the same
I'm
ability.
on the right page.
It's not on the right page.
Yeah. Well, Beast Boost. Every time you kill a Pokemon, its best stat goes up. So say like buzzhole it would be his attack. It'd go up. I don't know how much by you.
Plus
one
one.
stage.
Plus one. Was one stage every time. But some of them, like the you know that weird like creepily sexy bug lady one, Miles.
Yeah.
You know the one that's a really sexy bug lady.
Pheromone.
Well, that really,
monster.
that really sexy bug lady has something stupid like 140 base special attack,
definitely.
and then like 120 speed.
They're
They're
really
actually
fast.
all, for the most
Really
part,
fast.
the only
It's
one that
faster.
isn't is that, what is it?
It's 151 speed.
Fuck
I'm
me,
guessing
by the
Gluttony
way.
would be the slow one.
Well, yeah, but it's got 222 HP.
233.
Yeah,
But it's
233.
still not the slowest. The slowest is the
That
Steel
big castle
Flanger.
one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one that looks like a Doctor Who monster from the 70s. In fact, they all look like Doctor Who monsters from the 70s.
I really want Glutton.
Oh
it
yeah,
looks cool.
like the
Well, this is a void.
Guzzlord.
Yeah, fantastic. So like, have you got any favourites yet? Miles won't because he's not seen any.
I like the Rick Sanchez one.
That's stupid. Was it like this? What do we think it was? Electro Tree, Xeno
Yeah.
Tree verse, Dragon Tree verse,
Circuitry or whatever.
Circuitry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we'll go with Circuitry until a better person tells us otherwise.
Yes, until someone of the knowledge.
Someone
Yeah.
of Pokemon based stature. Did you get it working?
Although I'm wondering, like, if it's going to be like Mega Evolution, if you can only have one Ultra Beast on your team, that would be quite cool, because people could
Right.
just...
Okay.
This
Need
would
new
be, it'd be
like
incredibly
yourself.
shitty if you were allowed like 6 Ultra Beasts on your
Yeah,
team.
but
Well,
I'm gonna
they're
be-
not
Beasts.
banned, and there's no restriction on them.
Oh man,
Yeah.
there's no
There's
restriction.
no restriction.
Oh well,
I've
get
seen-
ready for a
A
bit.
double check.
I heard that they weren't catchable at all. They're all
No, they
boss
are.
fights.
They come in unique balls though.
I like the idea of them being boss fights. I like the idea
Yeah,
of
no,
Pokemon
I
you
love the
can't
idea. Like,
catch.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was up for that as well. But when I realised they were catchable, I was suddenly like, yeah, because I saw their stats and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
They're either like stupid bulky or they're like glass
So there's going to be
cannons.
no restrictions on them at first.
Well, the meta will always fix their way through.
Tier lists
Yeah.
are ever evolving.
Yes, I've already
Fun
been.
because
That's
Pokemon.
true.
Ooh, he's still fucking. He drops them, then he leaves. The man
I
is a
know.
ninja of puns. Paninja, we call him.
Greninja, oh, just like Greninja.
That's right. I kept it Pokemon relevant, you mean?
Well done.
That's the theme of this podcast.
It's outstanding.
That and abuse of children.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Something.
You see
Yeah,
now,
favorite
like
thing
if you
from
look
it.
at the starters as well, there's Greninja going, ha ha, look Decidueye 70 speed.
Aye,
I'm
but
nearly
Decid-
double that.
Did you?
I'm nearly double that.
Decidueye sitting there going like, "I hit me, pal." And
He's like, yeah, just come and hit me. And he's like, I am so over. You have no chance. Here's an ice beam. And they're like, well, you know what? Just because you've got your tongue around your head, you're stupid. He's like, I'm so over. I'm in smashed.
I
You
would
don't
have
know how
assumed
cool
he
I
would
am.
just be saying Greninja.
Ash Greninja doesn't know. Ash Greninja, that fucking waste of time. Oh, do you want a super ability? All you got to do is KO somebody first. Yay! And then Water Shuriken gets more powerful.
Yeah,
Water Shuriken
I know.
gets more powerful.
It's outrageous.
I'm just going to stick a thumb directly at my own arse.
It's outrageous.
Hi, we're currently recording our Pokemon podcast.
How's it going on?
It's good, we're currently recording a Pokemon podcast, so come and join in. Alice has given me Halo 2. Now we have 2 copies of Halo 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Outrageous.
Yes! I was tempted to bring another Xbox, but we'll talk about that off the podcast. So anyway, we're talking about how cool Gen 6 is. Alice, do you want to share any Pokemon memories of Gen 6?
Which one's Gen 6?
The one that's out now and not next week when the new one comes out.
Oh, I don't know. Sells us a lot of cards in the shop.
Yes! It sells a lot of cards!
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
right,
a
yeah.
good point. We never even touched on the card
That's
game.
because
really.
nobody wants to touch on the card game here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well,
We're totally open if you want to come and play Pokemon cards, just not with me, because I'm terrible at it, and I have none. Anyone have Pokemon cards? Craig, Josh?
yeah. I've got
That guy?
I've got
Somewhere in my house.
I've got 2
Yeah.
decks in my bag.
Some in my
You-
parents' house.
Everybody's got cards here apart from me, you,
I
and
got
Miles.
some,
I
but
actually, I have.
No,
some in my
no,
bag
we
too.
need Pokemon
You're the
cards.
loser now, Robert.
I actually have cards of shit.
I was given mine by a child though, and I thought I don't know how to play this game.
Was it a child or just a really small adult?
It was definitely a child.
It's hard to tell these days.
I know. It could have been a very small adult. It was like, you can have these cards, they're for you, and I'm
Yeah,
like, brilliant, I'll sell them.
Jack
Craig-
wanted me to play it, and then I went, "Well, this is shit," and then I stopped playing.
Tell me about the rest of the Ultra Beasts.
Yeah.
Right. 'Cause
One-
there's like
Sorry, I
7.
couldn't make it.
Eight.
8 plus that prismatic guy.
No,
Eight,
8.
the angry
Eight
Toblerone. 8 including him.
I'm just going to call him E-Trobe.
Was it one that looks interesting is Cortana, which is like 6 katanas. Cortana.
Kind of sellotape together.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
the Hate the thing.
six katanas put together. It's got 181 base attack,
Wow, holy shit.
but its special defense is 31 base.
Nice!
Right, okay. I'm looking at that.
And I forgot its defense to write in.
That's
so
fine.
I have
Right,
no
you're
idea.
It's probably
that.
shit when I attack that
Actually,
high.
its defense
It's
is
grass
pretty
steel,
good.
and it has 190
Oh
speed.
yeah, I forgot it was a grass
Yeah.
steel.
Its
109
defense
speed.
is actually
Inspired
really
Tigers.
good, but I think it's been balanced entirely so that if you kind of cough near it, it's just going to
Flamethrower.
collapse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to hit him all these special fire attacks that are so prevalent.
Yeah, I know.
Heat crash.
By the way, just as a wee aside to that, have you noticed how many physical hit and moves there are in Gen 7? And then how many abilities and things are designed to fuck with that?
Yeah.
Like everybody's got something like poison on contact. Fucking Two Cannon has got its new move, Blast Cannon or something.
Beak
Beak Blast.
Beak blast.
And it's like, I'm just going to sit here and charge for one turn, but if you touch it while it's charging, you get
you're
burned.
gonna get burned,
And then it hits you with an
and then you're just
exploding
gonna
bird
get like,
face.
a beak to the face.
Aye. It legit looks like a toucan in
Yeah, I
one
know.
picture, and then you see it like alive. You see it in real life, man. That's a fucking Pokemon, and your mum's like, nah, Robert, get back in the house. But no, its beak changes colour apparently to
sweet.
let you know how angry they are, which apparently the toucans do in real life. So they just stole. They were like, what we're gonna do? We're on an island. We need a tropical
Stole
bird.
real life.
Let's just get a fucking toucan.
Yeah.
Just catch one and put it inside the car.
It goes from woodpecker to toucan. It's almost like that kind of grand Pokemon thing. Is that an evolution means more, which isn't really true because it's like here's just some Diglett hanging out. Why are they an evolution? But it's like, hey guys, you know.
It grew hair because it had fabulous.
And
everyone
I know
else.
now it's like right.
And
Oh,
a steel type.
it went through this kind of
'Cause it's metal.
metrosexual deal where they've all got either that or they've just
Oh,
maybe
shit.
I'm thinking steel. Are they
I know.
are they supposed to be like? Is it supposed to be hair metal all of a sudden?
That's what I thought. Like, basically, the only connection I could make was that there's some kind of heavy metal shenanigans going on. Like, there's going to be some kind of Steel Panther. So
Diglett
I fully
rocking
expect
out.
to see fucking Alolan Diglett's being named after Kiss songs and like fucking Love Pump and all that shit.
See, there's the other thing as well. Like
Get sound.
There you go.
a Alolan Golem with just a beard and the magnet on its back. I'm thinking that's quite hot because my Golem's a female Golem, and
Do you think your female golem would be attracted
I think
to
she would be.
a round man with a beard?
I think so. I think
Can I
she'd
pump
be-
your female golem?
You could if you
Being
want.
that I look like what it would want.
She's been
I
lonely
can put a
for a
magnet
couple
on
of
my
years. You know. Oh, Robert, you bash on and do that. She's been lonely
I'll
for a lot
bash
of
on
years
over
now,
you,
and
right?
now I'm
Oh,
thinking
wait.
she'd like a nice Golem from the islands. You know.
What?
How would you like
Exotic.
physically reach it?
The golem?
Yeah.
It's just a big ball. I just roll it around until I find the right
What's
place.
not
It's like, oh, the hole's actually on the top of it. Who would have thought? That's my blowhole. It's like against the death.
What's not to like
that's a face.
about
That's a
Robert
face.
getting it
Oh,
on
so
with
you
a
just
huge
fuck its
rock
mouth
turtle
instead.
thing?
Well, not like without
Sorry,
dinner
it's
first.
PG-13. I don't know.
Not at all, because I don't think either of them
No,
are
no.
actually 13. But yeah, so yes, what we're saying is I'd have sex with an Alolan Golem
Would you?
because
Good
it's
call.
sexually attracted to my
I mean,
beard.
what's not to like with a Robert getting on with a huge rock turtle?
Hey,
drill a
I'd be
hole in
premium
it.
for that.
Nothing.
It's
That's why
an
I'm
image
hoping-
all of our
That's why
listeners should
that's the
really
only
have
reason
in
I'm
their
going
head.
to Alola is to find my current
Maybe Miles,
Kanto Golem a partner for some love. You know.
maybe Miles can draw it.
Good.
See, you're so nice.
Oh,
I breed all mine mercilessly, so like some kind of pure breed dog owner.
Gruta really helped me out in Sinnoh. She was like rock smashing stuff and she used strength, and now she's just like, hey, I had Pokerus and you left me for years. I'm like, hey, no, I was away EV training, but I'm back now. Go find you love, hen. She's like,
Fucking hell.
thank you very much. I like how you named me after a cave, you horrible bastard. She's called Gruta.
Do we have any other news, or will we like?
Oh yeah, you were talking about ultras, weren't you? It's just because you were doing it so slowly, and like you
want me to
didn't
end
even.
on?
Okay.
He's right.
Right.
For anyone who's not here, obviously people listening,
For everyone who's not here,
everyone in the world, you can't show them this.
I
It's
know,
not a
I'm
camera.
getting sarcasm.
What Craig's
Josh
done?
is currently showing the
Craig's written
microphone
down-
his notes.
Names. He's written
Can you
down the
read
names
them?
of the Ultra Beasts and their stats, and now he's looking at it as if he doesn't know what any of this means.
Can you read
That's
it?
what his handwriting
We're putting him on the
shit.
spot, to be fair.
Look at his handwriting,
If there's
I can't
anything
read
I've
it.
learned from the 7 odd podcasts that I've made now, where I've created notes, is that people hate reading off them and being like, oh man, I'm back in school again, having to read in front of the teacher. Except the teacher's a large, angry brown man with a beard. He's going to fuck a golem if you didn't fucking read that bit of paper,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Make you watch.
Robert's Golem sex confirmed.
That's my favourite
Podcast
thing coming
11.
for
You
Gen
can actually,
7.
you can actually when we've all been to Alola, we're just getting ourselves a Alolan Golem. What if it galvanises in your face? So that's it. That's some solid damage as well.
Pay good money for that. I didn't
That's
travel
a-
halfway around the world
Oh,
to not get
that's a
galvanised.
strong explosion. Made you see that.
Well, it's been boosted by electric, so it's a nice wee shocker, huh?
Definitely. Imagine it alongside normal golem. Just they won't take too much damage out of it. You can have them both explode in the one turn. Doubles. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Double explosion.
Double, just boom.
You can have the family of them now. Just
Well,
the family of them.
Yes.
That'll be my VGC team, just 4 golems.
A lowland golem. See, the thing is, you know how you don't get doubles, right? But can you run like on a lower form and a regular form?
That's what I'm thinking.
Because I found out that if you give an Everstone to something, it won't evolve into its a Lola form. That's right.
Was
That's
that?
right.
Is this?
Miles, you're like a foot away
I
from
wasn't
me.
paying
Where were you, Miles? Where did you go?
Sorry,
He's
sorry.
like, what?
What?
Okay. I'm explaining to Miles here. If you put an Everstone way up in your butthole, right, and then you have sex with a golem, it's actually nicer. No, if you get any Pokemon that you're breeding, if you give it the Everstone, not only will it hold its nature, although hopefully it still holds its nature, it will also keep its form. So that's going to be a bit of a cock and balls if you're trying to breed for like an Alolan Marowak and you accidentally end up with a regular fucking one. But actually no, that's a bad example because the thingy Cubone is the same no matter what.
I think technically
So is it? So when
But like a
Pokemon-
Alolan Ratacat.
So are you trying to say that when the Pokemon bank becomes available, and I get a Sandshrew over,
Yes.
it can be a Alolan Sandslash?
No. If it breeds, it'll create an Alolan Sandslash. But if you give it an Everstone, it'll create a regular Sandslash. But for example, if you were to take over a Cubone, or something that has an evolution, like Executor, so if you take Executor Cubone and take them over,
Pikachu.
Pikachu, when you evolve them, they'll evolve into the Alolan forms.
Right.
So it's kind of wonky to try and, like, I don't know if it's possible to get a regular Raichu. Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there may be an area that you can go to, because there's like all these other
Well, it
islands.
usually is, aye.
But, you know, that's still to be one of the few things that hasn't been spoiled yet, because people have to actually work to find it.
Interestingly enough, just what you're saying, using the regular form and the Alolan form, it's almost the case where you can't use 2 Rotom. It almost counts as it's still being Rotom, just a different form.
different
So
forms.
that's probably how it's going to be. But then again, that lets you play around with so many different strategies and ideas, because you can still, like, you can maybe substitute one thing out for the other, just depending on, like, if you think about.
What else have we got in these?
Think about any other
My
strategy you could
handwriting's
run.
unreadable, by the way.
Dark Gently,
Yeah, we know
Psychic.
that.
Every Ultra Beast wants to get in my bum. What? These notes are amazing. I wish you would shut up with his stupid face. Care about his nose.
This is your diary, isn't it?
But yeah, aye. No, because it doesn't just say I want to have sex with Josh over and over and over.
And then there's a
Your face there was like, shit, how did he know?
little drawing of Stealth Rock.
I'd like to point out that Craig and Josh are not even 13 yet, and I'm going to go to hell for like shipping them together. Please don't have sex with each other.
Josh is
until
got
they're
the
older.
earring and a
about,
pink
like,
t-shirt.
Well, Robert, if you pay me the right price, then maybe we'll see.
No. Please do not draw 2 young boys dressed as Magikarps. And Craig's like, how much? Craig's like, yes! I'll give you all the money. I saw how fucking Xander looked like Goofy. That's amazing. Right, have we got anything else to talk about? Because Gen 7's coming out on Friday, boys. We're going to get mad excited for it, and then we're going to get spoiled the fuck out of it by all the story stuff.
Definitely.
Fucking America.
Right, well, we'll look at the pros and cons of Gen 6, aye? 6.
Yes.
There was the editing of the characters. There
Good
was
Fairy.
3D
Yep.
being administered into the game.
Fairy.
Fairy type, balancing everything out. More moves that were entered that were quite good. How easy it was to train up your
Mega
Pokemon.
I was just realised
Mega
Steel
evolution.
didn't Steel
Oh, yeah.
lose its
Steel did
lost-
lose.
Steel was
was
nerfed, that's true.
But apparently has been buffed again.
Yeah, which is
But
good.
I haven't seen any confirmation of, because it may have been a fever dream.
Well,
But I
if
will look
people
into that.
hacked it, wouldn't they know?
Yeah, but you have to remember, people still need to go out and test these things.
Oh, right.
Like Smogon has a 22. Last time I checked, a 22-page long thread about testing the way specific things work. So these guys are going at it hard. So they're our heroes there, and I can't wait to not play in any of their shit tiers and play VGC like a true lord.
Excellent.
Yes. But aye,
Yeah, those
so
are a lot
we've
of
got
pros.
3D, new sprites, new forms,
Character
new
customization.
character customization, fairy typing, new moves, mega evolutions, France,
Yeah.
war, like
Good stories.
coffins,
You can make
restaurants.
What was the
Miles drawn this.
Miles
Miles
dro-
drawn
no,
me.
Miles is not
No.
drawn that.
No, he's
There
not.
were circles.
There was Pokemon and Me for anyone who wanted to do that and thought, like, I really like Nintendo.
Oh, didn't it
so
also
that.
like upload? No, whatever it.
upload-
Upgrade your return.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the returns friendly.
Yeah. If you made them happy enough to be like, oh, I didn't get KO'd by that fucking Megaton.
Yeah,
Blast.
and the other thing, they would avoid attacks as well. It was
Yep.
good in-game stuff, which was really good. It's stuff like that only looks like it's been improved on in Gen 7, so that's really interesting to look forward to. Just there was a lot of good things, and like I said, the negatives were more competitive things because. One thing it did that was really good is it got everyone back into it for a wee while because it was 3D. Everybody was like, I don't like Gen 5, I don't recognise anything. Why has an ice cream got a face? And then everyone got into Gen 6 because it was like, oh look, they've got the Kanto starters, 3D, it's like having Stadium.
Here's another thing. Gen 6 really did have amazing looking Pokemon. You
Yeah.
had a T-Rex, you had a Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, and
You got a keyring.
You had a T-Rex!
You had a set of
What's
keys.
interesting, I remember in 2013, and I remember I was wrestling in Germany and the game came out, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to
You're
buy
gonna
it.
get comfy, boys. This is
No, it's not a long story. But
What, is it a
when I
long
came
plan?
back, Facebook was just alive with it. It was all over the internet, and people were. I mean, obviously people knew it was coming out, but everybody had it. It got people back into it, and I think that's exactly what we think is going to happen with Gen 7. But I think Gen 6 started that because by Gen 5, a lot of people were kind of wasted. A lot of people maybe played it, but they were secret about it. You know, they were very secret, but they were, well, I kind of.
You might not believe this, young ones, but there was a time when it was honestly looked down on for people over the age of fucking 13 to play Pokemon.
Yes.
That's a kid's game. You can't play that. And I'm all like, shut your bitch mouth.
In
I'll
my
play
primary
fucking
school,
Pokemon.
it was you're looked down if you played it in Gen. Like even if you're
Not
in
really,
primary
because there was
one,
loads of them with cards.
and
I mean, like
and-
shit tons of cards.
Yeah, but then
'Cause they had
but
money
the
on them,
games,
like,
the games were taboo.
Ooh, he's getting his fancy words.
Oh,
in there.
yes.
It made Gold and Silver even more saucy to play.
That's
Oh,
true,
yeah.
right? So yeah, negatives about Gen 6 for me. I don't think I really had any. Like, some things were a bit annoying, like I have access to certain Pokemon, the amount of time it took me to transfer things over. Nothing
Yeah.
bad about the game, just I had to move like fucking 600 Pokemon.
See, there's one thing, Pokemon Bank was a brilliant idea because see when you had to transfer from other generations, early on, like when you were moving from Gen 3, like from the Game Boy Advance to the
I didn't want to
DS,
think about it, man.
you have to do 6. Well, that's enough for today. Like, okay, I have to wait 24 hours before I can get another 6 to come over. But then you could just keep transferring them over in Gen 5.
6 at a time,
But then you had to
stupid
kind of,
mini game.
yeah, which was kind of a lot of fun. But they all jumped through the
I'm
bushes.
so good at Pokemon Go now.
Aye. Just sending that almost like that crossbow to catch things.
Something bad about Gen 6 is technically Pokemon Go came out in Gen 6.
That's true. Yeah, aye, that's part of you could claim that's Pokemon Go's Gen 6. Technically, it's a remake of 1 with none of the good features.
Yeah,
It was really popular for a while.
I think that was
removed
incredibly
everything.
clever with like Pokken coming out and all the things that came out. It was almost like something's about to happen. Look, here's like when with the big introduction, like here's Pokemon Go. Are you all excited? You remember when you were kids and you watched this program? Now you can go up with your
It
phones.
looked like really exciting, but then like the updates just ruined it.
Well, what happened is the gamification of the world. It was like, oh, look at that, there's a free-to-play game. Oh, you know what, oh, look at these things, grinding. Everybody loves grinding. And walking for miles in a straight line because our GPS is too stupid to turn corners. Or fucking, oh, you want to hatch more than one egg? Give us your money. Oh, do you want to do anything? Give us money. And then, what is that? You get nothing but drowsy because you live in Kirkcaldy. We couldn't be fucking asked giving you
I
anything other than
remember seeing a
drowsy.
friend of mine, I might even tag her in this video. Hannah, if you're listening, if I remember to tag you, when we were talking, I was walking past the old Tesco and she's like, wait a minute, there's a drowsy behind you. And I turn around and there's a drowsy in the doorway to the old Tesco in Kirkcaldy. And I just kind of stood behind her as she was catching it on augmented reality and I thought, is this what it would be like in Kirkcaldy? Just drowsy. Well, no wonder there's a general malaise in the
There was a
area.
lot of Machop over by the church though, near Tesco's.
I can remember just down from the arcade as well, crabby everywhere.
Yeah, if
And I
Pokemon
think-
was real, we'd have a psychic
Oh.
gym. We'd be fucking OP.
Thanks for letting CJ know he doesn't have to come tonight, man. Listen, Aye, anyway, so we're going to wrap this up because we've run late now and like I want to go play fighting games. So, anybody got any lasting things? Reese, you've not shut up all fucking night.
Well, what I didn't like about it was the Snorlax what keeps appearing.
Oh, yeah, it's
On next
normal.
one.
Oh yeah, random
Because
Snorlax.
for some reason, even though you had to get a flute, you still had the Snorlax appearing.
Oh, yeah.
Snorlax.
Also, kind of like
up.
it was kind of annoying how you had like it was a good idea with all the friends, but like in a cutscene they'd all talk to you and you'd have to constantly click A.
You'd have. I know it's really annoying having to listen to more than one person at a time.
This isn't a Pokemon game, Robert.
They did go collect items for you.
That's right, aye.
And the other thing is, it's quite good about that is like if you think about the role playing aspect, something like Baldur's Gate, for example, which is totally different, but all the characters brought out a lot of the story, and you were quite happy to sit and listen to dialogue and stuff like that. Unfortunately, with the Pokemon game, it was a bit kind of light-hearted, and all your friends were kind of lame, but
They were fucking lame.
they were a bit lame, but at least they were a group, and you kind of felt like you were going into this with a group of friends, which is instead of you just going
like
up and doing
any
stuff on your
anime.
own. Exactly. But with Baldur's Gate, it's good. Like, I like role playing games where you can have like a group or at least someone with you, and as much as you've got your own team, it was good for you to see how you like. Obviously now the games have been played to death, but at the time it was a case of who's going to have what, and what's how is my team going to stack up? Because I think was it Tierno or Trevor had a Gudra. It might have been Serena actually, and I can remember playing on there's one of the routes with a bridge, and she meets you on the bridge and challenges you, and I thought it was actually quite a tough battle, and I had less than her on my team, and I thought she's going to beat me, and I'd done quite well in beating all the rivals, so it was good to know who had what and who was the race, and I know that they would change some round, but it was almost like you got 3 rivals in one, 3 and 4, well, you got 3 or 4 of them because it was Trevor, Tierno, Shauna, and Serena. So you had all those.
Shauna was kind of like your main rival.
Yeah, I thought Serena was the one that was kicking a bit with a wee red hat on.
Oh yeah, that was.
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. I spent so much time tearing through the story just so I could drive around in a circle hatching eggs.
Well, that's
1,000
one thing
hours in that game going in a circle.
One thing I didn't do with X and Y, I think this is what I enjoyed, is that despite the fact it was quite a short story, there still was a lot to do, and I managed to make that last at least 4 or 5 months before I completed it. So I loved really getting into it and making an effort with every single section of it, and really looking to catch things. Not I just didn't go around catching loads of things. I thought, what could I do with on my team now that I've seen what they've got? And I could have just gone I could just look up online. This is what they've got in their team and just waste them. But then I thought, no, I want to actually have good battles and stuff like that. So,
Nice.
yeah, and that's why I waited until Bank came out. And this is why Bank was a good thing, as I went back to things that I'd used in past generations, and then maybe put in the box halfway through the game. Went back and got them and put them on my team.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed almost giving new life to things I'd caught years ago. And Bank was brilliant because I could go back and bring everything over, upgrade everything, and almost see how it would work in this new generation. And I'm looking forward to doing that with Gen 7 as well. So Bank was such a good idea, and it also was great because the amount of rejects that you would get, or the stuff off a Wonder Trade, or even just
Wonder Trade. Wonder Trade, before we go lads, Wonder Trade is the single best invention for Pokemon.
Yeah,
you just take a Pokemon, you throw it into the ether, and somebody chucks something round the back. Oh, is that Magikarp? Oh,
And like sometimes you'll get a shiny for some reason.
It's like, oh fuck, have this shiny spinner on it.
There was a downside that shinies got far too easy to get.
No, they never.
Gen
Well, not
6.
easy.
No,
It's just
there
people.
were still like 1 in
yeah.
76.
Like one person
yeah,
would
but
wonder.
I
Just
mean,
more
like,
people connected.
And then more people would get. The problem is, so you go on Wonder Trade and someone had just gen like a shiny.
It was like,
Torterra
isn't it
or
like
something.
Wednesday? Most people wonder training.
Well, there was I was into a time zone because I was working a lot of nights, so I'd wait until the Japanese came on and got all the good rejects.
Because like I think there's people that just sat there with like one Pokemon they actually done, and then they.
A lot of groups on
Pokehex
Facebook
then.
and Reddit and things would wait till certain times, and then they would ask people to post specific Pokemon. Like you'd post like a Rattata of a certain level with a certain name, and if you did that, they would give you a unique or interesting Pokemon. Just
Yeah.
things like that could work that way. I took part in them a couple
I
of
know that
times.
there was a wee campaign for a while over a Christmas where you would Wonder Trade away any breeded starters for all the kids that didn't know how to breed, that would end up getting like starters from other
Is
gens.
that still a thing though?
I've no idea.
Well, it's not been Christmas.
It was
It's not-
announced.
it's coming up.
It's not been Christmas for a couple of years.
It's not been Christmas since.
Christmas hasn't happened since I don't know when. I think
I
it
was
was in
trying to-
'95 it happened. So yeah, we're looking to have a Christmas confirmed.
I'm pretty sure I got a Curon
Christmas is
from Wonder
cancelled.
Trade.
Oh, that doesn't
Probably
surprise me.
Gen.
Most things are Jane.
Yeah.
Okay, aye. So on the subject of Genin, Let's leave it there because we don't want to talk about Jen and Gen
Jen's
7.
Jen's just for poofters and Nazis.
There you go.
And Josh is both of
Nazi
them.
poofters. Zeke Kyle Josh.
Especially-
Right, everybody say goodbye so I can go play some Street Fighter.
Right, later
Catch you next
everyone.
time.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Craig, did you finish your notes?
See-
I don't think
No.
I did.
Mitchell, you say
Give us a
goodbye.
plug. See you next time.
Say hello.
Well, it took you too long.